hopping. What am I trying to say? Division in NFL right now. Division in NFL right now. We just saw. Unfortunately, Jalen Ramsey just got injured. He's gonna be out. Probably miss like 3-4 weeks of the season. So
what did they say the injury was?
It was just a knee injury. He gotta get surgery. So they haven't really said what it is. But he's gonna miss 6 to 8 weeks of the until he plays again. So the season starts in 6 weeks, so he should be missing about at least 2-3 weeks. But we got an AFC East preview, so we're gonna be breaking down the standings. Who you got in first, second, third, and fourth, and then I got a couple questions for you guys about each team. We're gonna talk about their ceilings, and then the biggest questions for each team. All right. So, do anybody want to start as far as like who you got? Matter of fact, it can be Max.
Let Q go.
Max.
Me?
No. I'm gonna start with Max.
I got the.
Okay. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Who got winning division? All that.
Yep. I got the.
Oh, and the records. My bad. And the records.
Yeah. Okay. I'll say I got the blanks going what? I got the blanks going what? No, okay. Yep. I got the Bills going 11-6. I got the Jets and Dolphins both going 10-7, and I have the Patriots going 3-14. Do I have to explain, or do we just go on the next person?
Of course.
The Patriots suck. They got the toughest. I'm looking at these schedules. They got a tough draw playing the NFC East and AFC West. Not easy because you got to play the Cowboys, the Eagles, the Chargers, and the Chiefs. The Patriots also, with those 4 games, you got to play the Dolphins twice, the Jets twice, and the Bills twice. So that's 10 guaranteed losses, I'd say, right? You got 6 in. I don't know if you win an in-conference game, in-division game. Maybe you sneak one out against Miami or whatever, but I'm not really too confident on it. But I think that's 10 basically guaranteed losses. And the other ones, I don't think they're better than teams like the Steelers. I got them winning against the Colts and the Texans. But I don't think they're better than the Raiders. So I don't see them winning many games. If they do, it's because their defense is amazing and Mac Jones is an average to slightly above average quarterback. They have receiving core is kind of mid, very mid actually, but Ramondre Stevenson's very good. I like him a lot as a running back. But yeah, their team's just not much to look forward to. The top half of the division is kind of, I'd say it's pretty close, but I do think the Bills are kind of getting slept on. They have the same team that they've had. And I mean, in my opinion, they got the best quarterback in the division, You have the second best receiver in the division. The only issue is your run game and just making sure everyone stays healthy. But I think the Jets and the Dolphins.
Coaching.
McDermott's
don't forget the coaching. Huh?
You hating on Sean McDermott?
Yeah, I don't know. He's all right. He's fine, but the offensive coordinator, he's okay.
I think it's just the issue is they just call too many QB draws. I'm sorry, that might be a Josh Allen thing. Maybe Josh Allen's trying to audible that stuff, but I feel like he just looks like he's gonna get injured every other play. What you guys say, Q? What you saying? You guys stuff to say about the Bills?
Finish.
No, you guys stuff to say about the Bills? Yeah, no, I don't have an issue with the coaching. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't got an issue with the coaching as much. I think it's just, Von Miller was out last year for the playoffs, and they needed him. So, I think, they have in a perfect world, they can get Dalvin Cook and establish a run game that they've never had.
Oh, that's over. Don't worry about that. That's over. We get them. We get them tomorrow. Don't worry about that. We get them tomorrow.
Get big bro.
That's what I'm saying. You got James and Dalvin.
We're getting them tomorroau. Don't worry about that. So just take it out to mine.
You do have to stop saying we because you say I'm not a Jets
fan.
fan.
I don't. I don't gotta stop saying we.
But are you a Jets fan?
Huh?
Are you a Jets fan?
Okay,
cool. All right. Anyways, so I think the Dolphins are. I think if I'm wrong about this, I think the Dolphins will be top of the division. I don't think the Jets.
Talking about Brees Hall the other day, man.
Yeah, but we can split time with him. He can split time with Dalvin Cook.
One of y'all can go.
I think I want to go. All right. So I have the Jets winning the division at 11-6 because they're gonna win the tiebreaker with the Bills. I have the Bills also going 11-6. Then I got the Dolphins going 10-7. I got the Patriots going 4-13. I think the Jets probably made the biggest improvements out of any team in this division. The Jets problem their defense kept them in literally almost every single game, not letting up that many points. They let up at the most 22, 24 points. I think they let up the Ravens 27 in the beginning of the season, but that was the first game. But the Jets defense kept them in every single game. They have a top 5 defense. They're gonna keep them in the game. All they needed was a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers to put them over the top. They don't need him to be MVP Aaron Rodgers, top 5 Aaron Rodgers. They just need a suitable quarterback, and they're getting a top 8 quarterback now. I think Garrett Wilson is gonna take the next step. I'm thinking like, hold on, y'all hear me?
Y'all
hear me? All right.
Yeah.
I think Garrett Wilson is going to take that next step next year. I'm talking about like 1,400 yards, 10 TDs, 100 receptions. I think he's going to take that step. Breece Hall was like a top 10 running back last season before he got injured. And we are getting Dalvin Cook. So when he comes in, that's a cherry on top. Sauce Gardner, y'all going to see this later, is a top 3 cornerback in this league. Quentin Williams is a top 5 player at his position. So this team made the biggest improvements. Huh?
Top 3.
Yeah. This team made the biggest improvements out of any team. The Bills, I think they're gonna still have a good record, but they have a tough schedule. They're gonna start off hot though, 9-2. They're gonna start off like 9-2, and there's gonna be a weekend where they hit it's gonna be like a few weeks in a row where they hit like a real hard bump because they've got a lot of tough competition. I'm not gonna go to the schedule right now, but I think they play like the Chiefs.
No, like the first 6 weeks, I don't see them losing.
Yeah, they schedule is really easy. Well, in the beginning, then they're gonna hit like the Chiefs, Eagles. They're gonna lose that. I got them losing against the Chargers on the road. So they got a tough schedule. Josh Allen, I feel like for them to really be successful, they gotta change their philosophy of how they use Josh Allen, because not only did they not.
I'm gonna cut you off. I'm gonna cut you off because what you about to say is some success for them to be successful, and that really means for them to win a Super Bowl. So that means all postseason stuff.
I'm not about to say nothing about postseason. I'm about to say
the Bills. The past 2 years have had a first place tough schedule. The past 2 years.
Yeah, and the AFC has got better. And the AFC has got better. You know the AFC has got better. The AFC has better.
On average, adding a top 5 QB only nets you 3 more wins on average. So Jets off that, the Jets only win 10 games. But thank God Aaron Rodgers is not average. Thank God Aaron Rodgers is not average. Thank God Breece Hall is not average.
Top 5. Well, he didn't say top 5. He said adding a top 5 quarterback. Aaron Rodgers is top 5.
The Jets.
Not every quarterback is a top 10 quarterback ever, but not every quarterback is a top 10 quarterback ever. I want to let you know that.
The Jets defense versus top QB play was not good. The Jets wins all last year came against, besides Allen, who got injured, and Aaron Rodgers, who they played, who was also injured. They won games against backup and second, third string QBs. Their defense against good QBs were trash. So let's put some context into this.
Let's put some context, Q. Let's put some context. Hold on, let's put some context. You always like to bring that up. They beat on trash QBs. They beat down on hurt QBs. Bro, regardless, their defense still kept them in games with Zach Wilson and Mike White. And if you add Aaron Rodgers to that equation, he puts them over the top. That's what I'm telling you right now. The defense will still continue to keep them in the games, whether they lost those games or not. Like, go look at the games.
They on average are going to win just 3 more games.
Let's say they win 3 more games. Like you saying that's on average. So it's 10. You don't think they could go? You don't think they can be above average? You don't think it's a possibility to win 11-6 games? I know you're not pushing back on that, and you don't even know what I'm about to say. While you interrupted me, I was about to say as long as like Josh Allen starts to so they got Latif and Que, who all reports from training camp
he literally doesn't have to change a thing, and he's gonna win 11+ games no matter what.
Bro, listen, Josh Allen. I have 11-6. I have them 11-6, like I said. But like I said, they just got Latif and Que, who's another receiver option for him. All reports from training camps have been said they've been playing well together. I think I saw like a 50-yard bomb from Josh Allen to Latif and Que. But I do think because of the situation he has, sometimes he does need to stop playing hero ball sometimes. And you can agree with that, yes or no?
The situation been the same for 3 years. And what has happened the past 3 years? Tell me.
Last year he led the league in interceptions along with Dak Prescott. I don't know what to tell you. That's what happened.
Now I want you to now, and I love when people do this.
That's what happened.
Go look at the top 5 passers the past 3 seasons and look at the interception numbers. Go ahead right now. Go ahead right now. When has
was he leading the league? But did he lead the league in interceptions? Did he lead the league in interceptions? No. Did he lead the league in turnover worthy plays? That was Dak Prescott, but I think Josh Allen was up there. He was close. Like
12 interceptions and 15 interceptions is not that big of a jump. That's 3 more turnovers.
It's still hey, three turnovers can change a lot.
Josh Allen had 2 interceptions in the first game of the season.
Now listen.
First game of the season.
I've heard you say this, Q. I've heard you say this, Q. Do you not think sometimes he needs to take what the defense gives him sometimes? Yes or no? That's all I'm saying. And you try to make it sound like I'm saying something crazy.
It's done if you have the horses to do so.
No, it's you have a knowledge that sometimes he has an easier read and he tries to make the tougher play. We saw it in the playoffs. We saw that in the playoffs. We saw that against the Jets.
What's going through his head? Man, I know we can't stop nobody, and I know we need this extra time. Let me just go get the score now because I don't think they can get open again. So let me just go for the big shot so we can get some extra time. You don't think that's just going through his mind? Because situations are different at different times of the game. Sometimes if you know you down, I'm not going to take the check down. I need a score now.
Some of these, I watched his interceptions last year. Some of these plays are when they're not down. Some of these plays are not when they're not down, bro. Like I compare him to Brett Favre. He's like he's a gunslinger. He wants to make the big play every time. He has a big reach arm. I would do the same thing.
That was unranked out of high school. He went to JUCO his first year of college. He wasn't supposed to be this good.
What does that got to do anything?
He still has a lot to learn.
My point exactly. I said they need to change it. They need to change his philosophy over there. Yes, he doesn't have a great offensive coordinator. Yes, his head coach is a defensive-minded head coach.
He's damn near still raw and is a top 3 quarterback in the league.
Nobody's saying he's not a top 3 quarterback in the league. I said sometimes he needs to take what the defense. Somebody needs to take. He needs to take what the defense gives him a little bit more. He can't beat the team in hard way all the time like he did last year. Now, last year was.
When he was doing that? When he had a good slot guy like Cole Beasley, who had 1,000 yards out the slot.
But he doesn't have that now, though.
He doesn't have a good slot guy.
He doesn't have that now, though. And they still have Gabe Davis, who is a wide receiver 3. He's not a wide receiver 2 in this league. Other teams in AFC got better. Other teams in AFC got better. Other teams in the AFC got better. Other teams in the division got better.
Not by a lot, but not by a lot.
You don't know the Jets got. You said the Jets made the biggest. Which is the Jets.
And even their jump on average is only 3 plus 3 wins.
So am I crazy for saying they're going to get 4 more? I say they're going to get 4 more than last year, and they can tie it. They can have the same exact record as the Jets, 11-6. Do you think that could be possible for both of the teams?
I bet you have the Bills losing to the Chiefs.
I do.
Or wrong?
I do.
What's the record? What's the record between the Bills and the Chiefs in the regular season?
The Bills beat the Chiefs in the regular season.
So is it safe to say that in the regular season, the Bills are going to beat the Chiefs in the regular season?
Hold on, time out.
Again, are lacking weapons.
Wasn't Joe Burrow's wasn't the Bengals playoff record versus the Chiefs 2-0?
1-0.
And they just
they beat the Chiefs the most in the regular season.
Is he 3-1 versus? Is he 3-1 versus Mahomes though?
Who, Burrow?
Yeah.
No.
Josh Allen is 2-3.
I'm just saying if he's 3-1, he won the first 3 games. So shouldn't that mean he wins the 4th?
Mahomes get beat in the regular season. It's not hard to do.
But to say
it is hard to do. It is hard to do.
To count Mahomes out is terrible.
Bills did it back. Titans done it. Baltimore done it. Bengals done it.
Hold on.
They get beat in the regular season.
The Titans and Baltimore had great defenses. It's not some easy thing. The Bears. I'm saying the Bears don't come out
they get beat in the they can get beat by top teams in the regular season. The Bills are one of those teams that beat them.
Lose. Huh? The Bills could lose.
Not yet, but we haven't seen them lose to the Chiefs in the regular season.
Q, get into your standings for the conference.
I got the Bills at 11-6. I got the Jets I got the Jets at 9-8.
Okay. See, now you
I got the Dolphins actually second at 10-7.
Okay, cool.
And I got the Patriots last at 6-11.
Okay. We're pretty close.
Regardless, I still got the Jets third. Because like I said, on average,
I want to see where these 8 losses are coming from. I need to see where these 8 losses are coming from.
I think there's toss-ups. I'm sorry. There's toss-ups.
There are toss-ups.
The Dolphins are good.
There are toss-ups.
Like the Bills are good.
Huh?
I say the Patriots won't win a single in division game. They're gonna win one. Some team is gonna mess up. They're gonna win one.
It's not gonna be against the Jets. It's not gonna be against the Jets.
I'm just saying. Why?
It's because it's not.
The only quarterback who hasn't played the Patriots, whatever, year in, year out, is him. If there's anyone to slip up, it's him.
The Jets haven't beat the Patriots in years.
Okay, but this is new energy. This is Aaron Rodgers we talking about.
Did you say they lost last year?
Yes, I saw how they lost last year. Let me go through the schedule. Week 1 against the Bills at home. Yes. I had the Jets winning that game. What? See, that's when we getting crazy. So you had the Bills sweeping them? You had the Bills sweeping them?
How was that getting crazy? How was that crazy?
You had the Bills sweeping them. You had the Bills sweeping them. They beat them last year with Zach Wilson. What are we doing?
Josh Allen got hurt in the game.
That's fine, but they still beat them.
How was that, bro? You don't make sense. Like, you don't make sense, bro. You do this all the time, and we be.
What are you talking about? What was the score in the second game? Because they didn't blow them out either. The second game, they didn't really.
Did they win?
Really blow them out.
Did they win?
They won because they had Mike White playing, bro. What are we talking about? This is not Mike White. This is not Zach Wilson. They beat them without.
Hold on. You mean to tell me because they had the best quarterback in the division, they won?
No, they won because they had it. Because they had no. I'm saying because the Jets had a shit quarterback. Because the Jets had a shit quarterback. That's the reason.
And they also had the best quarterback in the division.
You got the Bills sweeping them. That's come on, bro. You're not doing that.
They have the best quarterback in the division, and they still have a top 10 defense in the league. So it's safe to say
without Von Miller's not gonna be playing in that game. Is Von Miller gonna be playing in that game? Is Von Miller gonna be playing in that game?
They had a top 10
okay then. Without Von Miller. But they're not getting no pressure. They ain't getting no pressure without Von Miller, bro.
They have the same defensive personnel without Von Miller that they had last year, and they still had a top 10 defense.
How many weeks did Von Miller play? How many weeks did Von Miller play?
I'm saying without Von Miller, they still have a top 10 defense.
Bro, top 10
defense with the best quarterback in the division.
They struggle getting pressure without Von Miller.
You have
and Josh Allen struggled. Josh Allen struggled. Josh Allen did not play good. Did he play good against the Jets last year in both games? Did he play good? Did he play good against the Jets last year?
One game he was the best quarterback in the division. Hold on,
bro. I'm asking you.
One game, and I'm telling you, one game he was the best quarterback in the division, and they won. And one game they lost because Josh Allen got hurt.
The one game they lost because Mike White was a quarterback. The game was actually pretty competitive. I remember that game watching that.
They had the best quarterback in the division.
They lost because Mike White was a quarterback. Mike White didn't play bad that game, really, but he can't put them over the top because it's Mike White. Like, what are we talking about? And they had no Breece Hall. Why are you talking? The reason they beat the Bills, the biggest part, the reason they beat the Bills.
So you're telling me the Jets sweep the Bills?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm telling you that the Bills are losing week 1 because the Jets are not going to beat them week 1, is what I'm telling you.
Why?
Because they're at home. Josh Allen struggled against them last year.
The Bills never beat the Jets at home before.
Bro, they did what's called? Did they struggle with the Jets last year? Yes or no?
Let me ask you a question.
Josh Allen struggled with the Jets last year. Obviously, what do you mean? I'm picking them. I am picking them because they have Aaron Rodgers now, and they are at home. And they have a top 5 defense. Breece Hall coming back.
That means you're picking them to sweep. That means you're picking them to sweep the Bills.
What are you talking about? When did I ever say that?
So if they could beat, you're telling me about the quarterback.
I think they split.
You told me they only won because Mike White was the quarterback. So that means since Aaron Rodgers was the quarterback, they won in both games.
That's not what I mean at all. I think they could have definitely split with them last year. I'm not gonna say they won in both games just because you add Aaron Rodgers. Obviously, when you have two quarterbacks at that level, one might play better one game, one might play better the next game. Defense might play. Come on, bro. See, I'm not saying
you get caught up, bro. Because you just said because they lost against the Jets last year, and then you told me just now, a minute ago, that they lost the other game to the Bills because they had Mike White. So you mean to tell me if they had Aaron Rodgers for that second game, they'd be both games against the Bills?
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
That's what you just said.
No, I didn't. I said the team. I'm saying the Jets. You're saying this year with Aaron Rodgers that the Jets are going to get swept, which I'm saying is crazy because they beat them one time last year with Zach
Wilson. And they lost the other time because they had Mike White.
Bro, they had two below average QBs. And
so that means they
lost the other time. They lost the other time. They lost last year primarily because one, they couldn't move the ball really because they didn't have Breece Hall who got injured. He was injured before that second game. Like, what are we talking about?
You literally just said they lost the second game because they had Mike White.
Okay, yes, part of the reason because Mike White is not that good of a quarterback. They also
had Aaron Rodgers. They won that game.
But they also didn't have Breece Hall as well. They also didn't have Breece Hall, who's a big part of the Sunday won the first game.
You saying that now?
What do you mean? What I'm saying, Breece.
I'm throwing a logic at you, and the logic obviously because if I'm talking out loud, the logic ain't making sense. You telling me since they have Aaron Rodgers, they're gonna beat them 2 games?
I'm not saying that. I am not saying they're beating them 2 games. I said I think they're going to split.
Why are they going to split?
They're going to split because first of all, I'm giving respect to the Bills that they can get a win on their home turf. I'm not going to go out the window and say because the teams are still close. Last year the teams weren't close. Last year,
and you know what's the deciding factor when teams are close like that? Who's the better quarterback?
Sometimes, or it could be defenses.
Most times.
All right, bro.
Most times.
All right, bro. So with this Josh Allen being better than Aaron Rodgers' team, I can get behind that. Yes, I think Josh Allen is the 3rd best quarterback in the league.
Everybody can get behind it, bro.
Okay. Listen.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on.
Hold on. Let me get this out because why are we acting like 2 years ago? 2 years ago, Aaron Rodgers wasn't just MVP of the league. 2 years ago. Last year was the first year.
And what he do? What he do? Huh? What he do? What did he do?
He was better than Josh Allen a season before last year.
And what did he do? He
what are you
flamed out and got killed in the playoffs.
That's fine. But was he better? Was he better than Josh Allen? Yes or no? Was he better than Josh Allen 2 years ago? Yes, he was. Yes, because he won MVP.
He got an MVP.
Yes,
but
bro.
Nobody said he was better than Josh Allen. Nobody said
what?
That. Nobody.
Last year he wasn't better than Josh Allen. 2 years ago he wasn't better than Josh Allen. He won MVP. Like, what are we talking about?
All right, Aaron Rodgers was better than Patrick Mahomes.
Bro, that's a different case. You know that's a different case. You know that's a different case. You know that's a different case. This is Pat we talking about. This is Pat we talking about.
It worked for one, but not the other.
It worked for one, but not the other. Yes, because Pat is up here. Because Pat is up here. Pat is up here.
You literally just hate right now. You just hate right now.
All right, bro. Anyways, I don't think Jaden I don't know if Jaden come back, but yeah. I don't think there's no way the Bills I don't think the Bills sweep the Jets. I don't think that's gonna happen. Especially with, like I said, the upgrade Aaron Rodgers. I don't think that's a hard concept to get. You get your rankings, Max?
Yeah, I started.
All right. I got a couple questions though. We talked about that. We talked about them. We talked about the division a lot, so we know.
We talked about the question. I think we talked about the questions. Don't worry.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about Tua's health, but
it's a big issue. It's a big issue because I don't think they do the same thing with Skylar Thompson. He's even there, but Tua's health definitely is a big issue. I think it's a matter of them competing for top of division or competing for the bottom.
Yeah. So Tua
is messed up. Teron Armstead, they left tackle out.
I
think he on up right now.
Okay.
So,
but Tua did some stuff in the offseason to protect himself against fall and all that jiu-jitsu and all that type of stuff. He got a protective helmet as well. He's also beefed up. He gained like I think 3 or 4 pounds. He looks a lot bigger now. So I actually think Tua gonna be fine. I think Jalen Ramsey gonna hurt them for him being out for the first 3 or 4 weeks. Might hurt them, but they have an easy schedule. So I think like first 5 weeks they can rest him, go 3-2, regardless if he plays or not. So we'll really see how long he has to be out. We got to hear for more information. I think my last question was what should be the direction for the Patriots going into next season. I personally think they should tank.
Caleb Williams.
To prolong the lifespan of Bill Belichick, I think they need to get a generational QB in there, and Mac Jones is not that.
Drake May, tank for Drake May, but Caleb Williams in that team, go for Caleb Williams. I'm sorry, it's such an easy season for them to tank without even trying. They could tank so easily. Like I said, you can lose 10 games. Like you could lose 10 games so easily.
I don't think like them as a team and an organization, they'll just do that. Like
no. I don't think they would. I think they're too, whatever. They're too set on winning, or Belichick's not going to win.
Like for them to trade up, they don't have the pieces to just trade up. Like there's not really anybody that they would want to trade up to get set play. Like if the Cardinals were to trade back with the Patriots so they could get the number 1, who they giving up to the Cardinals? Matt Judon, who's old, who's just said
you're giving up future picks, which are pretty valuable because your team still sucks. You know what I'm saying? You package more first and seconds because they're not going to be good next year.
They feel like if they only give up a couple of picks, all they got to do is sign a couple of receivers and their defense is still fine. They feel like they can just go right into it. Like
like if you're doing it this year, you're giving up your first this year, you're probably first next year, and your first the following. Depends on how bad they are. But you're giving up 3 first-round picks, a second, and Juju or Matt Judon, or Christian Gonzalez or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to give up something of value.
It's just they're
gonna I could definitely see them going for him though.
Huh?
I could definitely see like that them lucking into whatever generational quarterback type stuff. So
they could, but like,
it's
weird. They're weird.
Okay, I think the Caleb Williams, wherever he goes, I'll be interested. Like I think it'd be. There's a couple teams they can go to that I'll be like whatever. I think there's a couple teams that could mess around. Like I think, as much as I don't want to say it, if Justin Fields tanks this year, Chicago's got 2 high first-round picks. Like there is a world where everyone freaks out and that's what happens. I don't want it to happen. I like Justin Fields. I hope he's the answer. But I mean, people are talking about it this year. Do you trade everything for Bryce Young? No.
All right.